friends, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Molly. I run this channel to share lots of gut health, digestion, and science-backed nutrition information that can positively benefit your health and your life. So a lot of you guys are here because of my recent acid reflux videos, and I know a lot of you struggle with acid reflux and IBS, and I feel you. I am totally with you on that. So I've been struggling with acid reflux and IBS for a few years now. It sucks. It is so hard to struggle with acid reflux and IBS. A lot of times people don't get relief, and what's really important is to make lifestyle changes to help IBS and acid reflux. Before we dive in, huge disclaimer, I'm not a doctor and I'm simply sharing what works for me. This video does not intend to treat or cure any IBS or acid reflux or any disorder. Always talk to your doctor before making any changes to your medication or supplement regime. In this video, I'm going to take you through 6 foods that I eat every single day. And why I decided to make this video is because it's important what we eat when we have IBS and acid reflux, and certain foods really help my acid reflux and IBS, and certain foods really don't. So I'm gonna just take you through 6 of my top foods that really help me and give you some insight behind why I choose these foods and how I incorporate them. So in this video, I'll give you some meal ideas, some IBS and gut-friendly food ideas, and some general IBS acid reflux tips. If you want more IBS or acid reflux tips, be sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already. Hit the bell so you get notified for my future videos. And I have a ton more videos on gut health, nutrition, acid reflux on my channel, so be sure to check those out. Let's go take a look into the kitchen and I'll show you my top 6 foods for gut health, digestion, and acid reflux. So I just opened a new box of Giga Crackers, which are honestly a lifesaver if you struggle with constipation or if you struggle to get enough fiber in throughout your day. So the RDA, the recommended daily amount from the Dietary Guidelines of America, is between 25 to 35 grams of fiber. And like 75% of the country of the United States is not getting enough fiber. They're called GG Scandinavian Crisp Breads. They're full of fiber. And specifically why I like them is because it's soluble fiber. So there's different kinds of fiber. There's insoluble and then there's soluble fiber. Insoluble fiber is insoluble in water, so it doesn't absorb water in our intestines. However, soluble fiber absorbs water in the intestines and then can push waste through the body. So these are so helpful. I was not having regular bowel movements. I used to have IBS-C, which is IBS constipation. And these, I'm telling you, these really work for me. You can order them on Amazon or you can get them at Whole Foods, but I would just give them a try and see if they change anything for you. Constipation is the root cause of so much bloating and cramping, and acid reflux as well. So it's important to address constipation, but big tip, when you're increasing fiber, always increase your fluid. So you want to drink about 2 liters a day or around that. Everybody's really different, depends on your body surface area, but generally around 2 to 3 liters will probably help you go to the bathroom if you're dehydrated. And definitely talk to your doctor or a dietitian for personalized nutrition recommendations. All right, so these are a must. I have them every day. I eat them with eggs. I also crush them up in my overnight oats and chia seeds just for like an extra dose of fiber. Fiber is one of those things where you don't have too much in one day, so I usually have between 4 to 6 of these per day. 4 to 6 of these crackers, not packages. And I don't really like to go over 8 crackers per day because that's just too much fiber. I also get fiber from my diet through vegetables, which is really important for gut health. So you don't want to get all your fiber from crackers. You want to try to still incorporate a wide variety of fruits and vegetables. Speaking of fiber, oatmeal is a huge helper in IBS. So it's easy to digest. You can make overnight oats. You can make stovetop oats. I really like to make my homemade granola bars, and I have a recipe for that on my Instagram. I have tons of recipes using oats. The reason why I like oats is because they're another great source of soluble fiber, and they have a specific kind of soluble fiber called beta-glucan, which is really good for your heart health. So if you know anyone that has cardiovascular risk factors or is looking to improve their heart health, oats are your friend. I do recommend getting organic oats because there are some pesticides on conventional oats that can bother the gut. So opt for organic when you're buying your oats. So when I make my overnight oats, I also use protein powder. And this is my favorite protein powder. It's called Nuzest. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know I'm obsessed. So I've been using this for about 4 to 5 years now, and it's the only one that doesn't bother my stomach. So I've tried tons of them. It doesn't have any stevia or erythritol or any fillers, chickpea, or weird kind of proteins that can bother your stomach. It's just pea protein, which is really, really IBS friendly. And the only other ingredients are thaumatin, which is a protein-based 0-calorie sweetener, and natural vanilla flavor, cocoa powder. So yeah, I mean, I personally love this. I have it so frequently, and I would know if it bothered my gut. I also have a discount code, so because I am an affiliate with them. So if you would like to purchase it, you can use my discount code for 15% off. But I add this to my overnight oats. I make protein shakes with it. I make a ton of recipes with it. Check out my Instagram if you want some recipes using protein powders or using Nuzest. I just want to show you an example of what I make for like breakfast every day. So I make like 4 or 5 of these on Sundays, and it's chocolate protein powder with berries, chia, flax, oats, and almond milk, a little bit of cinnamon. And it's so easy. I just pull this out of the fridge. It's already ready for me, and it has tons of antioxidants from the berries. I eat berries every day too. Fiber from oats, Giga Crackers, some seeds that I'm going to talk about in a second. And it just makes my breakfast so easy. I just pull them out, I top it with some seeds or some more fruit. And the flavor from Nuzest is so good. It's so chocolatey and delicious. Moving on to my next food that I eat every day, which is seeds. I'm a big seed girl. So seeds are generally lower in FODMAPs than nuts. FODMAPs are essentially just types of carbohydrates that are in foods that can bother people with IBS. I opt for pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds, and hemp seeds. So I keep all of my seeds in these nice little jars in the fridge so they can just stay really fresh. It's important to put your seeds in the fridge because the oils actually stay better intact and have better nutritional value when you keep them in the fridge. So I add these in my overnight oats, which I just showed you. I make chia seed puddings. I add them in my smoothies. Chia seed and flaxseed are also so rich in fiber, which is important for gut health. Omega-3s, which has so much research on how it is anti-inflammatory and really beneficial for the gut, as well as the entire body. So getting your omega-3s, especially if you don't eat a lot of fish, you want to try to get omega-3s from walnuts or flaxseed, chia seeds. They also have a great source of protein and a ton of other vitamins and minerals that are essential for promoting optimal health and gut health. And some seeds actually bother my stomach, so peanuts I'm really sensitive to. Peanut butter is not good for my acid reflux. That's a trigger for me. Everyone is different, but some nuts like almonds can kind of slow my digestion, so I definitely focus on seeds, and I noticed a huge difference when I switched from lots of nuts such as almonds and peanuts and then to more seeds. It was just so much easier for my body to digest. And hemp seeds are just beautiful. Like, I love rolling my balls in these. The brands that I like, I also linked on my Amazon store, so you can check that out in the description. The next food I want to talk about is green leafy vegetables. So green leafy vegetables are one of the most antioxidant rich, nutrient dense foods you can eat. And if you're having trouble digesting vegetables, it's a great way to get an easily digestible veggie into your diet that doesn't have a ton of fiber. So sauteing your greens, adding a little bit of spinach to your smoothies, that can help you get in some antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that are all important for gut health. So I mentioned cooking them because cooking your veggies is a lot easier to digest. If you're having a flare or if you're having some bloating and cramping, try not to overload your system with a huge salad or a ton of raw veggies. Here I have just some sauteed kale and onions. Onions are a higher FODMAP food, but I'm okay with that now because I've healed my gut quite a bit. But anyways, so I saute them so they're ready to go for the week. Or you can just do it right before your meal, but green leafy vegetables are a part of my everyday diet because they are anti-inflammatory, nutrient dense, and are so important for our overall health. And a note on greens, the green powders do not replace eating actual fruits and vegetables. So I get a lot of questions about like green powders, such as like Amazing Greens or Athletic Greens. And to be honest, so much of the nutrients are lost once they've gone through that much processing. It doesn't really close the gaps in your diet if you don't eat vegetables. It can add some vitamins and minerals, but to be honest, it's kind of like a really expensive pea, because you're probably getting enough of the water-soluble vitamins from your diet, and then when you add them back in through the powder, your body doesn't really absorb it and just pees it out. So I really recommend just trying to incorporate whole food, having a food first approach, and trying to get in your vitamins and minerals through seeds, fruits, dark leafy greens, legumes, stuff like that. The last thing I want to talk about is eggs. So eggs are like a little vitamin. Eggs have every single vitamin except vitamin C. They are so nutrient dense, so easy to digest. They actually have a very high digestibility rating, which means they're an easy to digest protein. When I'm having a flare or if I'm feeling bloated, this is just really easy to digest. I like to scramble them, or I'll hard boil a bunch for the week. Throw in some spinach to saute or make an omelet. You can also make egg muffins, which are so easy. The recipe is on my Instagram. Those are such a great high protein, easy to digest snack that gets in some vitamins, minerals, protein, and fiber. But eggs are kind of one of those foods that people get afraid of because of the cholesterol levels. But actually, we have found in science that cholesterol from food doesn't accumulate in the body to increase serum cholesterol. So what increases your blood cholesterol or your serum cholesterol is actually saturated fat. So if you're watching your cholesterol for any particular reason, then saturated fat would be something you would want to keep an eye on. But if you don't have high levels of cholesterol, you don't need to worry about it, and you don't need to limit eggs because you're worried about cholesterol. All right, friends, I hope that video was helpful for you. Again, always talk to your doctor if you're struggling with IBS or acid reflux. Everybody is different. Everybody's needs are so different, and nutrition and health is so individual. If you have any questions, please comment them down below. I love hearing your input and your questions. I respond to each and every single one. If you haven't already subscribed, be sure to do that down below. Hit the bell so you get notified for my future videos. Thanks so much for your support, and I'll see you next time.